We did a lot of shows though. We did a lot of shows and shit that was funny. Let me see. I'll just tell you a story. I got the bowling story, but I think I told that story already. Oh, it was one time, I'll tell you some funny shit. It might not be funny to the person, but it was funny. He laughed. So, we went to, I had got, like a label was looking, I had reached out to a label and they reached out back. And I was going to drop a Soul Spasm. Shouts out Soul Spasm. Shouts out Soul Spasm, though. So we went up there. Sean said he was going to come with me. So Sean and Elegy came with me up there, right? So we sitting up there now, you know what I mean? We talking, you know what I'm saying? We talking and, you know, they telling me, you know, what they could do and, you know what I'm saying, they could do with my album and, you know what I'm saying, what could happen. So, you know, Sean was like, yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good. You know what I mean? It sounds good. So we went outside. And he was like, you know, it sounds good. You know, we see what happened. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. So while we talking this shit, fucking Joey Badass walks up, right? So he was just walking past. You know what I'm saying? He was going to, I think, the vape store or something like that. So he walked up, right? But he had some, I don't know what the fuck he had on. I think he had some Y3s on or some shit like that. But I don't know. Whatever he had on from the bottom, Sean just said some like we about to go to the he said some shit about the Last Dragon. I know that. Like he said some Last Dragon shit. And we like everybody started rolling. And he was like, yo, I'm about to go up into this babe shit. He's like, you know, he asked if we wanted to come. He was like, nah, we probably go up there, but we'll see what's good. But that shit was just mad funny to me because like the nigga was just so witty, man. Like it was just so quick, you know what I'm saying? So the way like Joey was just on the walk path, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't know we was gonna bump into him. So when we seen him and he seen us, we stopped. He was like, where you going to fucking Last Dragon photo shoot or some shit? What the fuck, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So that shit had me rolling, man. That shit was funny as shit, man. That's one of the moments. There's a few moments I can't talk about, but that moment there, that was a funny ass moment, man. That shit was funny. It was just you had to be there for that. Like you had to, I can't really explain the joke, like how he said it. You know Sean's facials and the way he say shit. You know what I mean? So that shit was just like, yo, what the fuck? Word. Oh man, I got a memorable, I got a humbling moment. We was in the studio and we was writing, right? You know what I'm saying? He had to go do a feature or some shit. So he went and did the feature. He did the feature. Then he was just doing some of his shit. So he was like, yo, hop on this. I was like, oh, where? I was like, all right. So, you know, I'm writing to the shit. I wrote to the shit. Then I went in the booth and I spit it, right? I came out. And he was like, yeah. He's like, nah. He's like, that's whack. And I was like, oh, that was whack? He was like, that was whack, son. I was like, all right, I'm going to write something else. He's like, for what? He's like, so you going to write some more whack shit to the same beat? He's like, nah, write to this beat. So I was like, damn. Like, that was humbling, nigga. I was like, oh, this nigga said my shit was whack. So I was like, all right. So he made me write to something else. And I wrote to that. And I went extra. Like, I just went stupid on that. Like, I was only supposed to write 16. I think I did like 36 bars on that next one. Cause I was like, oh, this nigga said that first one was whack. So I went in on that one. I came out and he came like, yes, my son, yes. Then one of them shits tell me like, just want some funny shit. And I was just like, that shit right there was humbling and shit, but it was also, you know what I mean? Like it was a teachable moment, you know what I'm saying? Like he basically taught me without telling me that, you know, nigga, everything ain't fire. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to make some whack shit and you know what I mean? You either want to take it this way or you want to take it as a teaching, as a learning experience. And I took it as a learning experience. Of course, I felt like shit, like, oh, this nigga said my shit whack, damn. And, you know, he never said my shit was whack. Like, everything I spit or, you know what I mean, I did for him or I did, he was just like, yeah, that shit's fire. So for him to say that shit, I was like, damn. And you know what I mean? So I kind of like, yeah, that was humbling, man. Like, that was it's been some fun times, too. One time he came to my crib to record. That shit was fun. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he big, you know what I'm saying? I'm little, you know what I mean? My spot ain't big, so he came in there like, damn, Slum. it wasn't even a tight space. He just stood in one spot and was just like, yo, Slum, I can't even fucking move it. like stupid shit like that. So like stupid shit like that I miss, man. You know what I mean? Just me and him as acting dumb and just being silly and shit. You know what I mean? Like I could be, like he could be himself around me and I could be myself around him. Not saying we putting on facades, but like, you know, it's just all jokes. Like you ain't got to play that, you know, we got to go to a show and we got to just be, yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, nigga, be yourself, be good. You know what I mean? And that's what I learned from him, man. Like I've always been that way anyway. But just, you know, like just the comedy part, like, you know what I mean? I ain't think I'll be able to do that when I get in, you know, being in the hip hop shit and everything being on serious. But, you know, I seen him do it. I was like, oh, all right, I could be funny too then. You know what I'm saying? Like I could just be myself and be my funny self. And that's why we gravitated towards each other, man. Because, you know, like it's been some shit too. He called me for some real shit before. And, you know what I mean? I can't get into that. But, you know, he trusts me. I've been G-checked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not about, you know, me just being all funny, but, you know, he just taught me that I could just be regular and I don't gotta, you know, be like them others, basically. You know what I mean?